Thank you for your time this evening. My name is Lllian Muli, and it's time for Fashion Watch. Introducing the Fashion Watch panel in studio every Saturday right here on Citizen Weekend. Robert Burale, good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Robert Burale is an image consultant and a motivational speaker, and he'll be looking at this week's trends. Also with us, award-winning fashion journalist Carol Odero, also looking at this week's trends, and the very amazing Lllian Mbogwa, celebrity thespian judge, also critiquing this week's trends and telling us what's in and what's not. Let's begin with the latest. And this is Sauti Soul Delvin. He celebrated his black and gold themed birthday party in Westlands last week. The theme was black and gold. So this is Delvin, and this is what he chose to wear. Carol, let me start with you. The lapels, the gold, and I think Chinese or the embroidery on his sleeve. Tell us about Delvin, and not forgetting the sneakers, of course. What do you think about this look?
I love this place. I love it, love it. In fact, I'm looking for one just like it because I think it can translate. It's a very unique, as far as I'm concerned, it's unisex. I love this look.
Well, would you go with the yellow or would you have it red? Don't answer that.
Yeah, you just didn't see what I did. But no, it's a really great look on him. Inside he's actually wearing a sheer muscle shirt, which he took off later. So it's kind of a night and day play. I'm not really sure about the shoes though. I actually wish he'd worn something sleeker, probably black. There's nothing wrong with the sneakers generally, but just not for this look, especially not with the blazer like that, because the blazer takes it to a whole new level. Yeah.
Lllian, what are you thinking? Would you wear this jacket?
I would. I would wear everything he's wearing except the sneakers. I totally agree that they are out of place.
Are those jeans he has on or dress pants that are fitting?
They look more like...
They look more like dress pants.
So with that, it kind of spoils it. And then the like he's about to run away stand.
Robert, Delvin is one of the more prominent, what to call it, in the trio. Not in the trio, actually there are four. But he's one of the more prominent ones. Very stylish, well-toned body, amazing vocals. This look, is it doing him justice?
It's a good look. It goes with his personality. The shoes is where I have a problem. If he had black wet look shoes, it would be a fantastic look. Yeah. But
so you're faulting him
just the shoes.
The shoes.
Otherwise, he looks absolutely.
Do you think this was an afterthought, or was it like a well thought out?
No, he thought about it. This was very well thought out. But I think just the shoes. Remove the shoes. Wear black, not block pointed or a bit sharp pointed wet look shoes.
Yeah, because gold, black, and then white.
Yeah.
The white just
black,
it.
and especially wet look. If you do wet look with the gold, it's a smashing look.
It would have been perfect with black wet look shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us your thoughts. Do you like the sneakers? Do you think a black shoe would have worked better? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. That's Delvin of Sauti Soul. So still the same event, still Delvin's birthday, and this lady here wearing this really thigh-high slit, and again the theme black and gold. Lllian, this shimmer gown, this look on this lady.
I like it. I like it. Is that well? Can't really tell what the skirt is, but it looks like it's shiny as well because it's reflecting the carpet. Nice,
Carol. Would you wear this?
Well, this is a very difficult dress to wear because it is strapless, and then it is long and it has a slit. So the control issues are way too many. I probably would try to mitigate a few of them by choosing to either go with the bottom or the top, because I think it's too much, not too much skin, like it's not right, but it's too much to try and to contain in one night. So if you want to have fun, I just think this look is a little too much.
So either go with the slit or with the...
Yeah, either cover up at the top and then have the really long slit, or you go with the top, but you see the thing is that you like constantly doing that, high adjustment outfits are just not great fun for a night out.
And I'm sure there was a lot of dancing that went on here. Bob?
Beautiful dress, beautiful lady. The top bit is good, and I wish she remained that way because she has very good shoulders to show off. But the slit for me is a bit too long. And when you go for a party, you're going to dance, and you're trying to cover it so much. And
no, trust me, Nairobi girls are not trying to cover it.
Oh, they need to then. We need to teach them about covering a little bit.
If she wanted to cover it, she would not have brought her leg in front out like that.
I do understand, yes. And why
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Why it is acceptable is because for every 10 Nairobi girls, 7 would be comfortable like that. We need to get to a place whereby there's too much skin up and down.
You can hang out with the other 3 out of the 10. It's okay.
It's okay, but I mean,
down, it's not. There isn't so much. It's just a slit.
That's slit. That's actually not. That's kind
it's not even that. It's not that one of those that are open all the time.
There's too much skin, Ian.
The only thing I'll change there is the bag. I think it's too big.
It's too big, yes.
It's too big.
But
maybe the costume fits into the bag.
And that's why, especially the ladies who wear such tops with bare back, whatever you call it, or the top, you need to have. It's not for everybody. Sometimes, and I've said this with a lot of respect, you see ladies wearing such kind of tops and there's too much hanging, so it doesn't look good. So be very careful when you wear such tops.
Like I said, too many control issues.
Yes. Yeah, and the body's right for that.
Yes. Okay. That's the panel. That's what the panel felt about this particular dress. Carol says either go, with a bare top or with a high slit, but not both. But what do you think? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Okay, so this is DNG. He's a hype man, an events organizer, an MC, and this is black and gold, again at Delvin's birthday party. Bob, let me start with you.
Very nice coat, very well fitting. The trousers a little bit too big, if you asked me.
Is it not how he's standing though?
No.
That's giving that impression?
No, it's actually big. When it comes to trousers, if it's a size bigger than what you should wear, because when you look at the narrative of the coat, which is absolutely fitting, you expect a more fitting trouser. I like the black, but the chain, I think that's a gold thing he's trying to go for. I don't think he should have worn that. He should have looked maybe for a gold pocket chief or a boutonniere. But that for me is, I remember when many years ago we used to have some things that you put on the collar. Those are very outdated. Yes.
What are they called?
I can't remember what they were called, but I mean the coat is well fitting. He's a man who of course works out. I would have just gone for a gold boutonniere or
what is a boutonniere?
This is a boutonniere.
Okay.
Or a pocket chief.
You mean the gold little flower thingy?
Yes.
So Bob here says that DNG's pants too big, and that gold little peekaboo chain thing he has going on is a bit dated. Your thoughts?
I actually love the gold chain, if I were to be honest, and the black looks really good for his complexion. It really flatters him. I love the black on black on black. The pants are too big, I have to agree, and the reason why you can see that is because they're baggy around the hips and they're drop a little too low around the crotch area. It's not supposed to look I'm trying not to discuss a man's crotch area. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. If you want to know that your pants fit you well, ideally the crotch is not supposed to be that low. It's a few inches lower than it should be. It's almost like a drop crotch.
Ian, do you get the impression that these pants are big as well? Or is it the pose? They are.
They are too big.
Yes. So the pants too. And what about the chain?
Everything else I like. I like the chain.
Yeah.
It's different.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The only thing is the trousers.
Okay.
Tuck them in a bit more. Go take them to the tailor and have them.
Or just get a size smaller than this. Okay. To the blazer.
White shoes as well. The shoes are fantastic.
Okay. That's what the panel feels. The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please talk to us. This is Nameless and Wahoo. And this is Wahoo 2 babies later. What a beautiful body. Let's talk about this lace dress that she has on before we get to Nameless. Carol, what do you think?
Oh, I'm glad you didn't ask me about Nameless, thank you. But Wahoo looks great. She looks really good. I love how she, the lace, when you talk about the lace trend, sometimes you can use lace to sort of make a too sexy look demure. Because you see, she had just worn it, that's where the lace is. It would have been a bit too hoochie, for lack of a better word. But if you add lace and then you make it a part of the dress, then it looks very classy and it looks very elegant. And she still looks like a hot 30-something-year-old woman without looking like she's showing off too much skin.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Nameless is definitely letting her down. I just have to say that.
Okay, so this panel usually has a problem with how Nameless steps out. Ian, I want to talk to you because these are two different personalities. There are a couple, yes. They're performing artists, yes. Both with a totally different approach to their fashion. Talk about Nameless and his ragged look, which is what he does a lot of the time.
That is him. That is Nameless. Don't try and clean him up more than this.
But he's been cleaner.
Yeah, but not that many times. Not that many. Sorry, not that many times. He prefers this look, and I guess it's letting his wife take all the shine. Yes.
And men hardly ever do that, so that would be very gentlemanly of him.
Oh, come on,
Bob. Bob, would you let your woman feel your thunder?
No, it's very difficult to feel my thunder.
Right, you haven't met the right woman then.
I just have to go there. But what I'm saying, I know I'm one of the supporters of Nameless, but for this one, since they left the same house, they didn't bump into each other. I just wish, honestly, because I've seen him pull a very nice coat and you know, very nice suave look. This is one of those moments he needed to compliment his wife. Wear some nice black suit with those shoes. For me is a no, not for here. If he's doing a concert, that's fine, but the way the wife is dressed, he needs to walk in and people look at the wife and say ooh la la, and they look at the man, they say that is the guy. And I wish
but there are women, and I'm not saying I mean particularly about this couple, but you know the role that women play, because I think we're more fashion forward than you guys are. So if we're stepping out for an event, you know, that whole coordinated thing that Annabelle talks about, that you know what, if you're stepping out with your boo, you need to actually agree that baby, we're going for a
yes. And women have
this look.
Yes, the women have the power. You say, honey, let me iron for you this shirt. I think you should try this coat. And slowly but surely, the man, without knowing, just accepts what you give them. Because this
Which tells you that Wahoo is okay with the way he's dressed.
She could be okay, but on the other side of the coin, he could be so strong a character.
That is
you just never know. He could be such a strong character that he says, I'm going to wear these shoes, these Timberlands, period. But if you were to look at it from a fashion point of view,
he does not want to evolve.
Yes, and I think for this function, I think he should have gone for a suave look, and I've seen Nameless pull off an exemplary suave look.
The challenge is, though, that he hardly ever takes off his cap, or, you know, we'll have a do-rag, and just, so I suppose that challenge, how to pair that with like a proper fitted suit. And
well, actually, that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, Neo does that all the time, and he has a distinct look. LL Cool J used to do it. You know, you can. So many artists R&B singers actually do this whole hat thing all the time. But you find a way to work with it that it becomes such a part of your look that you can literally even be hired to be the brand ambassador for someone who does cakes. So there are still ways to do it and make it look like, you know, it can be that, it can be a different kind of hat. You can just have a whole collection or a whole room full of hats and just make that his thing. It doesn't have to be something that because it's a hat we find it, you know, a little too slightly backward.
I mean, Nameless has pulled off better looks. Amazing.
Okay, so we're done with this one. Tell us what you think about this look. On that celebrity couple, hashtag is Fashion Watch. Let's move on. Kenya Fashion Awards here. This is Angie of Capital FM. This is a major win here on the Fashion Watch. The Fashion Watch hardly ever faults this girl. I want to start with you, Carol.
Well, I love this look because I actually saw it in person, so I think, you know, Angela was very comfortable with it, and it's a very, because it was a cocktail event, so when you go for a cocktail, you don't necessarily want it to be too formal, but don't want it to be too casual either. So since she was the MC of the event, she definitely made the look something that would make her stand out. And I like how she's done. You see just a little bit of cleavage, and then there's just a little bit of leg. So that balance is very interesting because you can see just a little bit of each and not too much of it.
So as opposed to what we saw
it's
earlier.
A little interesting. Yeah, that keeps it more interesting.
Okay. Llyian, let's get your thoughts.
2 thumbs up is what I give her. 2 thumbs up. Love it.
As always. And Bob.
This is what I've always been saying. You look smart. You show a little bit, but not too much.
Come on. She's showing more than the one you were saying.
Oh, no, not at all. Not
actually,
no, you guys are just talking. If you could rewind that thing.
And the thing is, this one cannot be done like this.
No, this girl.
Let's
look at that. Look at that.
No, she looks beautiful. I do want to
be. If both ladies were sitting down, Angela would have more of a problem.
Exactly.
I wasn't there. You're judging me. And the director done me a favor, and you guys looked away from the screen.
We just saw the picture.
And Carlo just said you're going against your own one.
So this you don't like, this particular one.
This I like. No, this one I don't like.
Look at the screen, Bob.
This one I like. This one I like. She's not showing too much. Yet she's still coming out sexy, but decent.
But your problem was when she sits. Your problem is always about when they sit.
Well, they haven't given me a photo when she's sitting.
And yet you are
the other one is too obvious. Even standing is still
okay. What is a better look for you?
This is a better look.
Okay.
That is my humble opinion.
Okay. So tell us who wore it better, Angie or the lady in the black and gold themed party at Delphin's birthday? Okay, so same event here. Bright orange pants, bow tie to complement the pants, pocket square to complement the pants, and as you can see, a jacket there that's buttoned all the way down, which I think I remember Bob says should never be the case. Or I might be wrong, it might be one button.
Looks like it's
one button. Okay.
It's one button.
Yeah, maybe he's just a little bit poofy around.
No, I think the bottom bit is the blue shirt, is the shirt.
Okay, Ian, let's start with you. First of all, the color of those pants. This is fashion forward, this is trendy, or this is a fashion atrocity?
I think he's very brave to do that, and I think he pulled it off. I think he pulled it off.
Okay.
Yes, with a touch of orange there, the orange there, and then olive orange, and then the 2 shades of blue. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Daring, orange.
Well, yes, it's definitely. I mean, it looks good. For some reason, I find that the bow tie and the little handkerchief there, I find that it's too much. I feel like you should lose one, and I feel like that should be the bow tie.
The bow tie. If he was to lose, I agree. But I like the bow tie. But if he was to lose something, that would be the first thing to go.
Yeah.
Bob, I know I've seen you in colored pants before, so this look for you.
Oh, brilliant. Brave and pulled it off. And if you was to lose anything, it's actually not the bow tie. Because with that kind of brave colored pants and a decent coat, you also have to be playful on the bow tie. So actually the bow tie and the pants give it a complete look.
So
and you can even tell. You lose the pocket cheap. And you can even tell when someone is smart, even how they stand. The guy looks like he owns Nairobi City Center.
But Robert, would you wear a bow tie with this look? What would you lose if you had to pick either that or a bow tie? Because you have exactly the similar look.
If I have a black
like that.
Like this, I would not lose the bow tie.
Okay, but in this case, Bob, you've been overruled because it's 2 against you, so...
It's okay, but I still stand.
You still stand for the fact that the bow tie is fine.
you picked a tad of orange and orange. That bow tie brings the playful look, which is brilliant because of the color.
But isn't the orange, the pocket shift, too much with the pants as well? Isn't that too much?
Yeah, that's why I agree with them.
Yeah.
Lose one thing, but not the bow tie.
So lose the pocket shift?
Lose the pocket shift.
Okay, so lose one thing. So we're in agreement on that.
Look who's talking with my pocket shift.
This is why I asked. I mean, you already have too much going on there. But then again, Bob says no one can steal his thunder. Let's move on and see who else was there. This guy, what do you think? So this is the same event, Priya Chana, here in an Indian getup, and she chose to go with this. Carol, is this flattering on her? What do you think?
This is actually designer Vaishali. I love all that hair. It looks great, and I love her makeup. Okay, I know I like her look. I know you ask me if it looks good for someone her size. Well, it depends on the woman, because it's not just a case of copy paste. I think it works for her. The colors work for her. She didn't try to go for black to make it look slimming, because everybody thinks if you're big, the only thing you can do is wear black. So she's adventurous. She's dressed like a designer. She has a great clutch, by the way. I mean, she's paid attention to a lot of the details, and a lot of people overlook.
Oh, this is not Priya?
No, this is Vaishali.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, my apologies. But I don't know why I get the impression that it just looks like the pants are just too long, Bob.
This is one lady who I've seen dressed in many functions. And
if they're pants, that is.
Yes. And the one thing I like about her is she has understood her body and not tried too hard to dress as if she's smaller than she actually is. So I think she's dressed her body very well. Yes, I agree with you. The pants look, I don't know if they're pants, but from where I'm sitting, they look a bit a tad too long. But the top, for me, dressed her body very well, and kudos to her.
Okay, Ian.
An inch or two up the trousers, then she'll be okay. The rest is very good.
Yeah, okay. Let's proceed. Okay, so this is just a bit of a digression from the fashion trends of the week. Look closely there. The guy twirling the girl round, and then she drops her wig. And let's not begin with the weave diaries, because I think I am the ambassador. I mean, I love me some beautiful hair.
Is, if you stood here, we should ask you to twirl,
spin, you know,
and see where they will fall off.
Obviously,
it won't. Exactly.
Let's start with you, Bob. Men and weaves. I mean, we've had this conversation over and over again.
I have no problem with weaves, but we have seen now ladies wearing very long weaves. I mean, you come into a place, you turn a corner at 10, the weave follows you 3 hours later. It's too long and looks artificial. You understand? Now, this is a case of...
It is artificial.
I think it was an engagement shoot, right? Now, maybe the man loved the woman with this atrocious weave, and God just answered his prayer and says, before you marry her, let me show you the truth. And you know, when something pulls off like that, she went cheap. It wasn't put on very well, because I mean, a toile, there's no tornado here. So please, ladies, you don't have to overdo it. Nothing wrong with weave. I'm not in a group called Men Against Weaves, but also do it in a decent way. Like Lllian's weave looks fantastic. Let it be that way, whereby when people see. But I saw some ladies, they do this thing, and when you weave and you're hitting it like this, because you can't scratch it.
Patting your
It's just scratching
And
it.
the viral, and the viral.
And I saw. So please, if you're going to...
Oh my God, stop, Robert, please stop.
If you're going to weave, go big or go home.
They do go home. That's why they have a 3-hour long train.
There's some smoke coming out. And these are the things that you need to stop. Have some nice, decent... If you're going to spend money on a good thing.
Can
now
I just
people
say,
will be scared. If you want to engage your girlfriend, and men, twirl them around, and you'll be sure if they're doing the right thing.
First of all, can I just say, I don't know why Robert went on and on and on. I don't think this guy has a problem, because first of all, every woman I sent to this picture fell in love with this woman for one thing. She has a sense of humor about her fake hair.
Sense of humor.
So, if you know there is fake hair, and you
don't have a problem. Let me speak for the men.
Well,
No, let her finish. Let her finish.
I don't know, his
Yeah,
face is not in the picture, has it? So, all I can say is, if you're going to buy fake hair, it's fine. You can have fun with it, including that. That also counts as fun. If you're going to attach it, that's fine. If you're going to play around with it, that's fine. The thing is, you know, really, just don't. Life is never that serious. That's the whole point of this. You know, don't take it so seriously. You don't have to form an organization about it. You don't have to make a song and dance like Robert just did. So basically, if you have fake hair, just embrace it. It's fake. We all know it's fake. It's supposed to look fake, and we all agree.
Fly off.
That's part of the
There,
charm.
the wedding song should be "I Believe I Can Fly." I love weave, but this
Keep,
is
yeah, well,
yes,
just keep them clean.
Yes.
That's all I'll say. And moving on. So, Bob, here, Sauti Sol are getting the last laugh because some time back, Kenyans trolled Sauti Sol for this particular, they called these bed sheets.
Yeah, curtains and beds.
But Sauti Sol's wardrobe was exhibiting at the Brighton Museum and Art Gallery in the week that was, and they're having their last laugh. You know, this was one of their trademark looks during Coke Studio. Carol, tell us how significant this is, how huge this is for Sauti Sol.
Well, this is huge not just for Sauti Sol, but even for Kenya. The whole idea behind this, because this was actually a collection of contemporary art from 4 different cities across Africa, you know, Morocco, Lagos, Nairobi and Joburg, and they picked this because it was so controversial. And you know, when you talk about displaying contemporary art in a museum, it doesn't just document that moment in time, it freezes it so that people can understand why is it significant, why does it matter, why should you pay attention. This is something Kenyan museums are actually not even doing. We don't understand the whole context of fashion from beginning to end and how we move from one end to the other. So when you look at the whole conversation around fashion in Africa and people see this, then they begin to understand Nairobi in a different language. They don't just think that we're just, you know, singing from one tree to the other, basically. But we do understand that there are complex issues when it comes to fashion, that we have celebrities who are so high profile that they would generate controversy around what they wear. So for me, this is actually perpetuating the whole concept of fashion as art.
And Lllian, having worked with performing artists before, this is a major UK fashion exhibition, and we were talking about Antonio Sol last week, and was wearing one of these. So again, going back to brand management and the fact that Sauti Sol have deliberately dared to be different. It doesn't matter what Kenyans say, you know, how people troll them on social media, they have dared to be different. And now this. Talk to us about that.
Perfect. Don't do something because don't stop doing something because people are saying it's bad. You want to do something, you want to be daring, you want to be different, and that's exactly what you need to do. Be different no matter what. Just don't care what other people say. If you think you're doing the right thing, and if you think you're making a statement like they did, go ahead and do it. This is a big plus for Sauti Sol and really for Kenya.
And Mr. Bedsheets here, you are the one that said they look like they're wearing curtains and bedsheets and...
I still stand, they're the best celebrity dressed in this country, but I still stand that this was one of their worst looks. And the fact that it was somewhere in London or in the UK does not all of a sudden make it important or make it good.
Actually, that's not what made it important.
This mentality of because now some white man decided this needs to be in a museum, so all of a sudden then they're vindicated. No. The fact that these were shits, I still stand. I have seen them dressing better. It doesn't make me change my mind because the clothes got visas and went to the UK
that's fine, that's fine.
A museum.
You don't have to change your mind, but I just like to clarify.
Because people are saying now because
the journalist who did this first is Ethiopian. She's not Kenyan. This was a collaboration between the museum and the journalist, and they actually commissioned her to go across Africa along with one other journalist to see what is happening in cities across Africa. Because we are not documenting it, so someone had to.
So was it picked because it was good or because it was
controversial?
Okay, controversial.
And because it was part of culture and because it is a part of conversation around fashion, art and music.
If you say because it was controversial, that is fine. But no one will tell me they all of a sudden turn from bed sheets to Giorgio Armani outfits.
Yeah.
Controversy. Yes.
But will you agree that it's also extremely annoying when you get nominees, say, for the BET Awards from Kenya, Uganda, East Africa, and they go there just looking like the typical American would look?
Yes, but not with shits though. The best
let's get your tweets. And we also invite you to engage in the conversation using the hashtag FashionWatch. Okay? Okay, here we go. Kolo, you're saying, I love you guys. Thanks for bringing us the latest fashion tips. Thank you, Kolo. Wahoo looks amazing and elegant, but Nameless plays on a different fashion league.
Beauty and the Beast.
Wow. Kevin, Angie Woyd better than the lady in black and gold. Bob, you have a nod there from Kevin. And Brian, you're saying the man in orange pants looks dapper. I love everything about that look. That's all the time we had. That's Fashion Watch. Please send us your fashion-related questions. And we're looking forward to a bigger show, so kindly send us your tweet pics, send us suggestions on designers you'd like us to feature on the show. Use the hashtag Fashion Watch. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again next week.